Hi everyone. Almost forgot to put my ears in. There I am. So, how's everyone on this lovely Easter weekend? And it's Saturday, April the 4th. Um, yeah. So, if you haven't seen this yet, I just found this most amazing park. Like it's like 7 minutes from my house, and I've been hearing about it because I belong to the Aldergrove community page, and I've been hearing people talk about it, but you know, I was going to ask, where is it, right? And for whatever reason, I didn't. But anyway, so today was the day, but I have found it. And I was godsmacked from the moment I drove in until I got to the end. I went, wow. So I started a live video coming back out of it, and I went into a dip, and the dip, I lost signal. So I finished that off, and then I decided to just video it, then upload it. So I just uploaded that a few minutes ago. So if you want to see, this has to be, in my view, and one of the most stunning, breathtaking parks I've ever driven in and through, like literally through and back out again. It's just breathtaking. Yeah, I'm still in, like, oh my God, that was amazing. So, for anybody who's not met me before, my name is Ernestine Day, and I am the soulful guitarist, and I channel energy from source through me, through my guitar, without using words. And if you're familiar with light language, that's what I do. And so I'm just finding my video on here, pinned it to the top. And so if you want to go check out that video, it's pinned to the top of my Facebook page. No, it's not pinned. Sorry, incorrect. It's at the top right now of my Facebook page. I get two things pinned, which is this live and an update regarding the Residential Tenancy Board hearing, and which I won the other lady. I won her case, and I should hear sometime this week from mine, which I already know I won mine. But it's really nice to see it from them going, da-da-da, no eviction. And just, yeah, just to see it in writing is just the most incredible things, because no one can dispute anything. Here we go. Nobody can dispute anything that is written. No matter if you're documenting something, or like, with me, I've been filing many letters into the board about the abusive behavior, his bullying, his all this stuff. And, no response. But because I had to document it, I have proof. I don't have to go back and try to remember what the date was, what it was, blah, blah, blah. It's already written. But when you have a residential tenancy board, the arbitrator who made a decision based on evidence, proof, to their verbal lies, right? And I'm totally aware that Tom is only repeating Doug's lies, and I realize that. But Tom's going to find it the hard way. But it's yeah. Excuse me. So let's get at this and see where we go today. Okay, here we go. Wee-haw. That's the only word, like, wee-haw. Whew. Just, I love the work I get to do and I get to be. This that I am, that I get to be present with you all, is always a spontaneous burst of energy that wants to be expressed in a certain way in this particular moment and time and moment and place in this universe to come out the way it does come out. It's pure channeling. This is considered, which I just learned not too long ago, because I've only been looping for 4.5 years. I've never picked a note in my life until 4.5 years ago with the looper. So this has been an amazing journey for the last 4.5 years. And, you know, this, because I'm hearing it back in my ears here, right? And what I'm saying is this, I feel it when I'm playing, but what happens now, because of the looper, I'm hearing back, what it's doing is activating me even more. So there's this incredible exchange in real time. And it's like, that's why it's called live looping. You know, I've not had, I've had the same looper. I've got a Boss RC 505 Mark 1. I had that. That was my first one. And then I got the same model, but the Mark 2 a couple years ago. And since then, I haven't set up the drums stuff. Plus, mentally, I wasn't able to do it. And then what happened was, you know, my first looper, I figured that out on there, but not on this one. So mentally, I wasn't able to do it. But the one thing, I don't need to add anything to it because this is everything, and as the layers add, and it's just like, holy shit! It's like, wow. I'm in awe of what I get to do. I really am. You know, and it's like, it's not, it's me, the human, but it's me, the incredible spiritual being that I am. And I've always expressed my energy through my guitar. And when I started my healing journey in 1996, and as I opened up to my own thoughts, my own feelings, my own emotions, I would channel that energy through my guitar, because my guitar is my voice. And she, you know, it's been an amazing journey. So that's when it started, and then the looper came into my life and into my world, and it was just like, whoa, okay, here we go. And if I could never tell you, like I was saying a second ago, that, you know, I never know from one moment to the next what energy is going to come in and through me and how it wants to be expressed. Right? Sometimes I can sense the energy coming in, but not necessarily. It's like, it's really cool. Okay, let's see where we go. Here we go. someone just came to me. With my looper, as I mentioned, it's a Boss RC505 Mark II. And what that actually says, because they got a 202, and they got, and then they have just foot pedals on it. Mine's a versatile between tabletop and foot pedals. I use foot pedals. It's connected to it. But anyway, what it is with the 505, it's 5 channels. So I have all 5 channels, which I have control over the volume of each channel. And then on each channel, I can actually add layers to it. Like to call them flavors, right? Because sometimes it feels like flavors. And so that's where I'm able to pull back the volumes and try to get a level off. I've gotten way better at this as time goes on, but it's been quite the learning curve, and I'm just in awe of where I am today. I'm just in total awe, just like, holy shit. But anyway, so I think I got enough juice for one more, and then I have to get back to work. I'm in the middle of we're holding our landlord accountable, and we're exposing the truth. I've already done 4 hearings, and I got at least 4 more to go. So, yeah. And, yeah. If you want to hear the story, you can find pinned to the top of my Facebook page. And my Facebook page is Ernestine Day, just so everybody knows. That's on YouTube. So let's see where we go. Here we go. Yeah. Whew. Um, the person leading here, I want to check you guys out. That's it. I'm just going to check you guys out. Pen, there we go. So, you just so everybody knows, this is who I'm looking up. It's leading healing. Hold on. I'm writing this down for myself, you guys. Healing. MSCC. Okay, there you go. MSC, and it says actually cheering. Oops, cheering. Sorry, just jotting this down. For EB. Cool. I am gonna go check you out. And oh, cool. I'm glad you come before you went live stream. I'm just sort of glancing at your what you wrote here. I have to be careful not to read really anything, but sometimes I just get drawn to read something and I sort of glance. I don't really read it. I'm just glancing. And so I'm glad you're able to come by for the time that you're able to come by. Welcome. And for anybody else here on YouTube that's hanging out or on Facebook land, I've been a little busy on the where I live situation. It's consumed me. I'm not going to deny that, but it's okay. It's necessary at this time because once it's done, we have an abuser as a caretaker, and he's gotten away with it for 25 years. And what we're doing, we're exposing. We are exposing him for his abusive behavior and conduct towards us residents. He got away with it because he's been telling residents that the RTB has nothing to do with this complex. He decides what the rules are going to be, blah, blah, blah. People think he's telling the truth. I just knew the difference because of my background, which I've been a caretaker a couple of places, and I've taken the RTB course. And, yeah. So I know. And I've been waiting for tenants here who are willing to do the walk. A lot of people bitch and whine and snivel, and they don't want to take any action to try to stop it and hold him accountable. And those people came. I've been here 4 years, and these people surfaced January 5th or 6th, something like that. And within 24 hours, we had a place to hold a meeting outside of this complex. And I did up a flyer. And I delivered it to, 9 buildings. I hand-delivered to every single tenant. And then the other person did her 3 buildings down there. And so we had a resident meeting on January the 16th. And I got a retaliatory, I can't say the word, bullying tactic letter from the president. And I responded to him. And I said, first of all, you don't even know what the RTB, well, not he knows the word RTB, but he does know how to do his job to be in compliance with the RTB. And that he talked about other places that govern them and all this, and it's not true. I even said to him, I said, even BC Housing must abide and adhere to the RTB Act. It's true. And he just doesn't know what he's talking about. And a week after that, both of us, Ramona and I, got an eviction notice Then they started trying to generate letters and all this stuff. That's how this guy operates. He's a narcissist. He's just, yeah, he is what he is. And so both Ramon and I, of course, I did all the work because, you know, I just know how to, it's not that I know everything, but I know enough to do all of this. And so I did all the paperwork necessary to put a dispute in, and we went down to the RTB, we delivered it, and to dispute this eviction. And each one of us had 2 hearings. The first one, because they're only an hour long. So the first hearing was them presenting, they have to prove to the arbitrator that there's just cause for trying to evict us. And because the weight was on, you know, it was them to prove it. I can tell what's going on. I have the proof of what's going on. Right? It's very obvious. And then then the second hearing for each one of us is when I got to speak. And after my last hearing was Friday, and Ramona, I got her, I got her a final resolution from the arbitrator, the decision. That's the word I'm looking for, and we won, hands down, hands down. And I have no doubt that my hearing, I'll win hands down. But it's nice to see it by an arbitrator to write that down. And they can never dispute what was written. Doug can try to lie all he wants, but the arbitrator made the decision and said what it was. Right? And, you know, and I met a new gentleman yesterday here, and I heard about him, and I just saw him be walking by his suite at the same time he's sitting on his deck. So I went over and introduced myself, and so him and I were chatting, and I found out he used to be a caretaker, and he knows about the RTB, so he knows what I'm saying is true, right? And so him and I had a great little chat, and then, you know, I needed to go, and I said, it was real nice meeting you. He goes, yeah. He goes, it's nice meeting you too. I was told that you're nothing but a fucking bitch and all this stuff. Like the things he heard about me, he now knows it's not true. It's not true at all. It's only because I'm holding somebody accountable and responsible for their own behavior and conduct. They're making up more lies to try to cover their own ass. And when the 4 of us, and then after, like this here, there's 4 of us that taken him to RTB for violating our rights under the RTB Act. Yeah. He's violating our rights on a daily basis under the RTB Act. And that's the only thing we have right now, because the president of the society, which is the caretaker's employee, right? I've sent him many letters, and he's never responded to one. And at the very first hearing, which was my hearing, Tom said, like he hung himself. He goes, I believe every word that Doug tells me, and I support him 100%. And I'm sitting there going, whoa, you just hung yourself, because I brought this up to that you, sir, you know, as the president, is supposed to be unbiased and neutral in every situation, no matter what. You may be friends with Doug. That's your private, personal life. You are the president of the society which governs this property, which governs also the caretaker. Yeah. Yeah. So he's unfortunately going to go down with a ship. But I think you know, when he reads that decision, the arbitrator spoke. He spoke very loud and clear. He spoke very loud and clear. We'll see what mine says. Because they have to prove just cause. Just cause, because you think that by tenants creating a resident meeting is reaching my rental agreement? No, it's not. I didn't do it on property. I didn't slander anybody. I just spoke the truth. And for us to seek resolution. Because Tom Lauder, take that back. Sorry, universe, didn't mean to say that. that Tom, who's the president, I've written in many letters complaining about Doug. Not once did he ever respond to my letters. Not once. So, that's it. Yep. So I got a week and a half break before the next set of hearings. And yeah, we're going to expose him. Anyway, on that beautiful note,